Good day everyone, and welcome to a video about the MV Concordian. Today in this video I will tell you the ship's story. So let's get into it. Before we start I need to say that this is a fictional ship. This didn't happen in real life, and all of the dates and all of the time that will be said in this video is in Stoneworks time, which, if you didn't know, Stoneworks time is 10 years ahead of real time. So let's now start. The ship's keel was laid down on the 28th November of 1998. This was done in the F.J. Warner docks, which is quite weird considering that the ship is registered in Terminal Spycakes. But it makes sense when you realize that the uranium mines are in Arid, so it was the best place they could build the ship. The ship's hull, a part of the superstructure, and the nuclear reactor were built in F.J. Warner docks, but not much more, as the ship was launched on 19th December 1999 and she was promptly towed by tugboats to Terminal Spycakes. There in Colliard's shipyards, she was finished on the 21st October 2000, but she would still have to wait for some time to enter service, as she entered service on the 5th January of 2001. For what she was meant to do, she was quite a small ship, only 65 meters long. But even though she might seem small, she's a very strong vessel, as she has a nuclear reactor for a power plant. The vessel was built by Colliards, a subsidiary of Cool Line. She was meant to be a versatile ship, but mainly a drill ship. From the point when she was launched, she was very popular with enthusiasts and people like that. She was also a flagship of Cool Line. Today she isn't that anymore. It was taken by a different ship, a car ferry. The ship was known for being very luxurious and for her crew very much loving her. The ship's interiors are very well decorated in a minimalistic Art Deco-ish style. But the ship is a workhorse at heart. She was made for the booming oil industry. She was not really made to make profit, but she was mostly made to get oil for plastic used in building of other Cool Line ships. She was not only loved because of what she meant to Cool Line, but she was also very safe. She was one of the ships that made nuclear power on sea very popular. She was also quite strong. There are some pictures you can find of the ship breaking ice in the Arctic, as she would make that journey sometimes to carry containers. While talking about that, the ship was very versatile. She could carry oil, drill, she could also carry containers, cars, different freight, and she could even sometimes rescue. This would come in handy on the 10th November of 2021. 2 months before the date, the ship started drilling southwest of Sawyer Isles. This area was pretty well known for its oil fields, and sometime later, on the 6th November 2021, the ship stopped drilling because it was full of oil and it also gave some oil to some other tankers. The ship was checked for problems, some maintenance was done, and the crew prepared, as on the 9th November of 2021 the ship departed on a journey to Spycakes. But this journey would take a whole different turn. On the night of 10th November, the ship MV Cathedral, which used to work for Cool Line, now working for Sawyer Line, disappeared. After being called many times and not responding, some ships decided to help. One of those ships was the MV Concordian. With her medbay being prepared, the ship was first on scene. Thanks to her very high speeds, she helped in the search and rescue operations and later even in the investigation of the sinking. Unfortunately, all are presumed dead. And this is not the only time this ship would respond to an accident, as the ship would respond to many other smaller accidents. But the ship would start aging. In 2030, a question would have to be asked: do we scrap it? But fortunately for the ship, it was deemed very profitable and very good for the company, so they decided to not scrap the ship and put more money into it in the form of a mid-career refit. That means that the ship should sail the Stormworks seas for roughly 30 more years, if all goes well. All in all, the story of the MV Concordian is a story of a well-built ship that had everything go well for her so far. And you can access your own MV Concordian using the link in the description, as she is now on the workshop. I hope you enjoyed this story, and see ya!